Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today is Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday started at Gingerreadslainey, so I will put a link to her channel in the description. I will also link to the Goodreads group so you can visit all the Top 5 Wednesdayers channels. So, for this week's Top 5 Wednesday, we are doing Top 5 sequels. This was a little difficult for me. I wanted to kind of open up and think about all the books I've read. Because I've read some really great books in the past couple months. I kind of wanted to focus beyond that, but I didn't do very well. Because I've just read so many good books lately. I kind of focused on those. Anyway, let's get started. For my number 5 spot, I picked Roadside Crosses by Jeffrey Deaver. I chose this book because, 1, I love mystery. And 2, because I think Catherine Dance is such a strong character. She's such a strong female protagonist. Jeffrey Deaver did a great job developing her. I think in this book especially, she really started to grow on me. She really started to show who she was as a person and a detective. And I really loved the fact that she didn't let anybody push her around, and she did her job, and all-around strong character. Coming at number 4, I picked Saint by Ted Dekker. I chose this one because it was my favorite. It was my favorite out of the trilogy. Ted Dekker is known for writing adrenaline-based, fast-paced, exciting books. That's what most of them are like. And when I first read the synopsis on this one, when I started the trilogy, I'm like, oh, I'm going to probably just skip this one because it doesn't even sound like it belongs in the second spot. It doesn't even sound like it belongs to the story. But it really did fit in number 2 spot, and I'm really glad that I read it. The characters, I love the characters. They're also very well developed. We've got a great villain, Marsubi's Black. Great villains, there's several that kind of seem a little shady, but overall it was a great read. The series as a whole was a great read, but this was my favorite one. Coming in at number 3, I chose Jonathan Mayberry's Dust and Decay. This could not be a surprise for everybody because I love Jonathan Mayberry. In this one, I think I felt like I really got to know who Benny was. Because this is from the Benny and Mira series. And I really feel like the first book was the introduction kind of to Benny. But this one he really started to show who he was. And I love the whole cast of characters in the series. One of the things that I liked were the characters and how you got to watch them grow through all of the books. And you really start to see who they are, and you can start picking out who your favorites are. So this had to come in, come onto my top 5 because it is fantastic. It's a great story. If you haven't read it, you really should read it. Coming in at number 2, again, should not be a surprise. I picked The Dragon Factory, also by Jonathan Mayberry, because I love Joe Ledger. He is a hero to me. I love how he handles things, how he handles himself. He gets to the heart of the matter, and he's just one of those good guys. He makes you feel good, he makes you want to root for him, and that's how I feel about Joe Ledger. This is not all about zombies. Like the first one was zombies, which was Patient Zero, and then this one was about the creation of these transgenic monsters. So this was quite different from the first one. But Joe Ledger is the main character. He started out as a private detective, and he joined up with this group, and they tried to fight all these bad things that are going on. So, yeah, one of my favorite characters of all time is in this book. And coming in the number 1 spot, which I don't think this would really be all that surprising either, since I've been talking about him a lot, and that is The World After by Susan E. This series so far has been awesome. Amazing writing ability. The characters are awesome. I love Rafi. And Penryn. I like Penryn too. And it's just, I was sad when it was over. But if you have not read this series by Susan E., you really need to read it. This is so different from anything I've ever read. We're talking about angels and the apocalypse and the angels destroying the earth and all that good stuff. And I love it. I love it. So World After takes my #1 spot. Such a memorable series. That's it, guys, for my Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for staying tuned, and stay tuned for much more coming your way. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.